Benvenuto, welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make a couple party mixes, a spread, and we're going to make some pinwheels. Our Halloween party is right around the corner, so I'm getting ready to put our big spread on and have a fun night with all our friends. So I wanted to add a couple new dishes this year. All right, one of them is a, what's it called? It's called a cranberry cream cheese spread. Now this is new to me. I've never had this. Of course, we're going to make an Italian pinwheel. Now pinwheels are nothing new to parties and hors d'oeuvres. I've never done them. I've never done them at my parties. I've gone to other parties and I'll sit in front of them and eat the whole plate, but I've never made them. So anyway, we're going to do two today. We're going to get the cranberry one done first because that needs to go chill a little bit before we put it all together. All right, so we're going to quickly go over those ingredients just because there's a couple things I want you to know. So I've got 2 cups of fresh cranberries there, guys. You can use frozen. It is October, so cranberries are in abundance right now. Those are actually a little bit cheaper than the frozen ones, so I decided to get the fresh ones. Doesn't really matter. Of course, if you're going to use the frozen ones, you want to defrost them before you start with the rest of the recipe. We got 1 cup of dried cranberries, dried sweetened cranberries, craisins, whatever you want to call them. These just happen to be dried sweet cranberries. All right, we're going to need some marmalade. And we're going to use some whipped, for this particular recipe that I've broken down the measures into, we need some whipped cream cheese. All right, also going to need a little bit of salt. All right, we're going to need, like I said, some orange marmalade. Now, the original recipe, as I found this, called for quite a bit of jalapeno peppers. All right, as you guys might know, Wade is not a big fan of anything that's too spicy. So I'm going to use just a small amount. I'm not that big of a fan of anything that's too spicy either. But I think it does need a little bit of a bite. So I'm taking out the middle, the pith and any seeds. This I cut at the bottom so there's not a lot in there because that's where most of the heat in any pepper is. All right, and I'm going to chop this up quite small. We're going to put this in the food processor, but this way the pieces will even get a little bit more chopped up. All right, and we've got some cilantro. Now, cilantro is one of those things, some people either love it or hate it. All right, you could leave it out if you're afraid your guests or somebody in your household doesn't like it. We like it. I think it just adds that little extra. All right, so see, I've used a very small piece of our jalapeno pepper. We'll save that for something else. All right, so I'm going to get our cranberries in our food processor because this is a quick recipe. We'll put our dried ones in there. We can throw our cilantro in there. And our jalapeno pepper. Of course, if you want to totally leave that out, you can. Then we've got some green onions here. All right, guys. So we're gonna just give those a little chop. All right. I'm gonna save the tops because we're gonna do a little bit of garnish with them, and we'll chop those up a little bit and a little as things get going here. All right, and we can put those in there as well. That's all there is to it. This is what looks like a really easy and delicious dip. All right, so I've got a big bowl here, and I've got my 1/4 cup of marmalade, which we're gonna use. Lost a couple green peppers. Let's throw them in there. Green onions. Now, you don't want to liquefy this. We want it kind of, we want to have a lot of textures to it. So let's do some pulses. Well, not a lot of texture, but we don't want to liquefy it. I'll show you, you'll see. some reason, it shut off on me. Did you trip the thing, honey? It's plugged in. Did we come loose? There we did. All right. Of course, you notice I blame Wade for everything. Oh, it smells good. Now, let's take a look. Yeah, that looks pretty darn close. I'm going to get it just a couple more pulses. All right. That looks perfect. All right, so we're going to transfer this to our bowl. And look at that, I even got the spoon I'm going to use already. So it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to describe. What would you say that's chopped up like? I don't know, it's not... like a little, yeah. I don't know.
Minced or anything?
I guess minced, chopped maybe. Minced might indicate it's a little bit thinner than I want, but... Now it looks a little dry, but we are going to put our marmalade in there. So this is kind of be a little sweet and savory at the same time. We need a little pinch of salt in there, guys. All right, and our cranberry, or marmalade. And you want to mix that all together. The marmalade will start to, keep everything together. And again, you just want to make sure everything's coated. I'm going to give it a quick little taste. Delicious. All right, so we want to cover this. That is good. But you could almost even kind of serve that just as a cranberry sauce if you wanted. I'd make a little bit sweeter, so I'd maybe add a little bit more marmalade to it for that, but that's tasty. All right, so we're going to cover it. We're going to refrigerate that, which I will in a moment, for about an hour. We just kind of want that the marmalade to kind of reharden up a little bit. It's a dip or a spread that's served cold, so I know we're going to have that on some crackers and a few other things. In the meantime, we'll slice up the rest of our green onions. And we'll just garnish the top of it when we plate it up. Give it a nice little greenness to it. And that, at least for now, is as far as we can go. So now the next one is an Italian, and I guess Italian, we'll call it Italian just because we're going to put some Italian dressing in it. Pinwheel. So you all know what a pinwheel is, right? It's a, we'll learn about it together as we go on if you don't know. All right, so I have got some, this is, and again, but my goal with both of these was no cook, no bake. These are just two quick hors d'oeuvres, appetizers. All right, so we've got some shredded iceberg lettuce. Now I'm gonna in the recipe it'll have more as far as the measurements, but I'm not gonna make a huge amount of them today. So you got whatever your favorite Italian dressing is. This happens to be Kraft Zesty Italian. We don't want to overdress it. It just needs a little bit. It's going to give it that nice little zingy Italian dressing flavor. So just dress it. Make sure it's all coated, so use enough to coat everything. That's perfect. All right, so we need some cream cheese for this. Now, if you made 4 of these, you'd use that whole block of cream cheese. I'm probably going to only make 1 or 2, so I probably won't use the whole thing, guys, all right? I've got some Black Forest ham here, and I've got some salami, all right? And we got some banana peppers. All right, so now I guess I should, just for maybe ease of covering it, I'm going to put some saran wrap down first. Just because we're going to cover it and refrigerate it. Maybe if we put that out like that. All right, so these are, what are these, 10-inch? Oh, no. I'll find out and I'll put it down in it. But anyway, so this is a flour tortilla. That must be a 10-inch tortilla, right? Alrighty. So you want to put it down on your surface. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. Sorry about that. All right, now, this works best with an offset spatula. I mean, the exact measurements of this, it's really up to you. If you like a lot of cream cheese, spread a lot of cream cheese on. If you're making lots of them and you need to stretch it a little bit more, put a little bit less, all right? Now, I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but I do have this at room temperature just so it wouldn't be such a struggle to spread it while we're here filming, guys. If it's not room temperature, it might take you a little bit longer to do, but... Now, my BFF, Donna, makes pinwheels all the time. She's famous for them. So we want to spread that out, and we want to make sure we get it out to the edges. All the way out. I'll be pretty generous with the cream cheese because I'm generous with everything. This is an offset spatula. If you don't have one in your kitchen, go buy one. They're inexpensive and you'll use it a lot. So I would say again, a block of cream cheese will easily make 4 nice size ones. I'm going to make 2. We'll make 1 together, and then while we're waiting, I'll make so Wade's got some snacks for football tomorrow. There ain't nothing to it, guys. He says as he's probably not going to be able to roll it up. I'm going to bring a little bit more out to my edges over here. Okay. Next step is I'm going to our lettuce. It doesn't really matter which way you do this. Let's put our meat down first so we see it. So you want to we're going to cover it just about up to the edge. And again, this is going to depend upon how much you want your guests to get some nice cold meat or yourselves. But I'm going to say you're probably going to need a nice, good 4 pieces per pinwheel. I got 5 here, so I'll use all 5 of them. Then we got our Genoa salami. Oh, those 2 are for me. All right, and then we got our lettuce. Uh-oh.
Spam.
Oop, all right. Didn't interrupt us, did it? We're still recording, all right. All right. And then the last, now this is, you can use hot, this you can use, non-spicy. These happen to be, these are mild peppercorns. There's really no, or banana chips, I should say. There's really no heat to them. I've eaten them. Some people love banana chips. Our dear friend Pat, one of her favorite things to do, should we get a tuna grinder? If we went to Subway or something, and she always had to have banana chips. All right. So guys, the next part's going to be really difficult for me, but we're going to start to roll it up. And the reason we want to leave that little bit up on top is hopefully that will give us a nice sail. So now, let's do that side a little tighter. There we go. That is all there is to it. All right, we're gonna take our of course, because I decided to stick that under there so it wouldn't come undone. It's not cooperating. All right, so and we're going to put that in the refrigerator. All right, guys, so I would say, like I said, we're going to put it back in the refrigerator because the, we want to let the cream cheese kind of firm up again, and it'll hold everything together and make it easier to cut. All right, so we're going to put those both in the refrigerator. When we come back, we'll finish everything up. See you in about an hour. Okay, guys, I think everything is sufficiently cooled. We got our pinwheels here. You need a nice little good sharp knife. I know this is, I forgot what this is called. This is like a fish knife, but this is one of my favorite knives to cut stuff like this. So I'm going to cut off our little end piece there. That'll be for me later. That looks good. And then we just want to slice these depending upon how thick you want them. I'd say, maybe a ½ inch or so. Ooh. They're holding together well. They look delicious. Might as well slice them all up. Those will be our prettiest pieces. And look at that. Yum. Oh, those look beautiful. Except that last little end piece. So we're going to put him over here. I'll eat that.
They look good.
Yeah, those came out nice. So, if depending on how many people you're going to have for your crowd, you want to probably figure at least, of course, you're going to have more things than this, right? You're going to want to figure at least 3, I'd say 4 per person. Put that one over there. All right, I think those came out lovely. We'll do a taste of them. Those are delicious. All right, so now for our spread. The original recipe called for 1 8-ounce thing of whipped cream cheese. I'm going to say maybe you'd need 2, but let's get this spread out, see. So you just want to put it on your decorative platter. Maybe not. And then spread it out. You know what? I don't know. I think I would do 2. I'd do it on a bigger platter, and I would do 2. Just freeform it. It doesn't have to be beautiful because we're going to cover most of it with our cranberries. Don't want to waste any. Alright, then we got our nice chilled cranberries. Give it a little mix. And then we're just going to put this over the top. And this does very much have like a cranberry relish type feel to it. Ooh, I think that kind of looks pretty. It certainly looks fally. Now this you certainly could make a day or 2 ahead of time. Keep it in the refrigerator, of course. All right, and then I'll eat that little piece there. And then for this, I'm going to line it with some Ritz crackers because, of course, everything tastes good on a Ritz, right? Ooh. Yeah. And then I'm gonna also do one other choice of cracker, and we're gonna leave a knife in there on the platter, and people can scoop what they want on there. And I better try one of those. Make sure they're good enough for everybody. And we got some pretzel crisp. I think the salty, sweet will be a good combination. I'm going to try to pick out some pretty ones. They almost look like little pumpkins, don't they? All right, no sense of you guys watching me pick out the nice looking ones. But our cranberry cream cheese spread and our pinwheels are done. All right, I'll finish those up. Wait, I'll take some pretty pictures, and we'll be back to eat it all up. See you in a bit. Of course, guys, I forgot our little garnish. You want to cover those at the top. Give it that little extra onion. Now, we're done.
So much color.
Pretty, huh? We're back for our delicious hors d'oeuvres. Like I said, you're going to leave a, knife on your platter for your guests to scoop up some.
Oh, thank you.
One to you. You're welcome. All right, which one you want to go in for first?
Ooh, they look
You're going to have to eat all of this over the weekend. The rest of the weekend. A lot of carbohydrates in there, but
I'm going to start with this.
you're going to start with the cracker one.
You served it up? Yep.
Right.
Did you put the whole thing in your mouth, right?
I'm not.
That's good.
So this is one we haven't had before. Oh, that's really interesting. It's a lot more cranberry tasting than I thought it would be.
Almost like you picked the cranberry off the vine.
Right. That is yummy. Oh yeah, no, and like I said, it's got a little bit of savory and a little bit of sweet and salty.
That's really good.
A little messy for a appetizer, but I don't know why I made myself another one, but I'll clean up the mess there. All right, how about the Ritz on the Ritz? Now you want to go the Pinwheels first next?
Oh, the Ritz. Oh, the Ritz on the Ritz, yeah.
It's going to taste the same except different cracker. I really like that. Definitely that will make the party this year. It's almost like the bacon chip. First time you taste it, it's kind of like, oh, it's good. But
No, it's
nothing
good.
spectacular. And then the second time, it's like, that's so good.
I prefer the Ritz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like the Ritz one? Yeah.
Yeah, crackers, yeah.
And then the Pinwheels and nothing. I mean, I've never done Pinwheels. I don't know if I've ever even made them. I usually don't make them for a party, but I think they came out nice.
They did.
They look beautiful.
See a little swirl in there? Wow.
Well, those are tasty. You can
Oh,
taste
good.
the ham and the salami.
No.
And what I like
spices in
about
there?
this one, what happened?
And the spice that's in there?
Yeah, and I like that. The reason I kind of does this one is because with the lettuce, and then you put a little bit of dressing on it, it really gives it a nice little extra boost.
That's good.
That's a keeper too. So I'll definitely make more of those.
Really good.
Well, we'll finish up devouring everything here.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching us make our party, our future Halloween or very future Halloween party decision to add some new appetizers.
And hopefully I'll get some video on that when we
Yeah.
our Halloween party.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
This
We've
year.
still got so much to do. That's only a couple of weeks away. Wade spent most of the day decorating the front yard. You should do a little bit of that. Now, it's not done. When it's done, you can take a little.
I will do that by next week, hopefully.
Anyway, I'm going to continue to eat.
While I continue, tell you guys to please like and subscribe. And thank you for having our little hors d'oeuvre testing.
Tryout?
Yep. And we'll see you on our next video. Bye.
Ciao.
These are good.
Those are tasty.